Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. C Fix Series Trucks Time here at Pocono Raceway. Going out for qualifying. We are on the new rescan Pocono, well, just the latest one. And I found something that I haven't had in a long time. We are the #1 truck. I just managed to miss out on catching whatever the next highest split above me is. I don't know if this is second split or if this is third split, but that's unfortunate because I'm expected to win, and I don't do that very often. I know I said I'm not paying attention to that, and this is definitely a time when I should not be paying attention to that, because I am struggling really bad here in the trucks. I just flat out not driving these things aggressive enough through the corners. I'm just off the throttle too much, and not carrying enough momentum through the corners. So we're going to try to do what we can, hopefully qualify somewhat near the front. I got a feeling track position is going to matter. Tire saving, if we happen to go green all the way, will be a big deal. Tires do definitely fall off, so I'm going to try to be as kind as I can in the race, but I'm going to dig and see what we can get out of it here in qualifying. Would expect lap 1 to be a little bit faster than lap 2. Track seems to be a bit cooler than what I practiced in Little Blip here. Kind of over-rotated there in the middle of 1. Still carrying a little bit more momentum. Turn 2, I'm just flat out feeling like I'm not driving aggressive enough. Had to lift there because I was afraid. Still learning how to try to carry momentum. It's not my driving style, and I'm really trying to adapt to it, but struggling at it. Alright, so we get a clean lap in lap 1. Try to go faster lap 2. I don't know if I can. 54.965 first lap. It's good enough for the pole, but it's very, very early on. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of trucks that'll bump me. Try to pick the throttle back up. Let's see if we can rotate a little bit better out of 1. Oh, slid it a bit too much. Lost a little bit of time. I think he's going to have to pick it up here in turn 2. Wait just a hair longer on the throttle compared to the last lap. Nope, way slower that time through too, so lost a ton of time. And we'll bring it back down into 3, overshoot 3, but lap was already torched anyways compared to the first one, so just a formality. Bring it home, finish the run out. We're still sitting pole so far, but that's really early on. 18 seconds, I'm sure somebody's going to cross the line last minute, bump us. And, I mean, a pole's nice, but again, pole's not anywhere near what I wanted to be, although we are pole by about a 10th, which is pretty impressive. So, a lot of trucks not qualifying, though. 2 to 3 did not qualify, 5 6 also not qualifying.
Well done, mate.
2's not in the session, 7's also not in it, so 7 disconnected after turning a time, so that's weird. As you can see here, did not make any changes to the fixed setup. It's default there for the steering ratio, offset, and brake bias. I got a feeling as the run goes on, if we do stay green the entire time, I think the brakes will come into play into turn 1 and turn 3, and possibly downshifting. Possibly downshifting into to turn 3, so
My
just
5 hit is an
kind of have to feel it out
06.9,
as the race goes on, but the bigger deal is not to drive it quite as hard, and we're going to try to just save tires as best as I can. Draft's going to be a massive deal here, so I'm sure there's going to be people setting up passes on me. Even if we give up the lead because of that, that's fine. I just want to stay somewhere near the front, like a third if I'm going to fall back from the lead, but stay in contact with the leaders if I'm not the leader in order to be able to set up something at the end of the race. Really, fingers crossed open we can go 25 green. I feel like I've got a decent shot at tire saving and keeping them balanced so that the right front doesn't wear out too much faster than the right rear, and that'll provide me with a lot better balance at the end of the run as well. But we saw New Hampshire was a bit of a wreck fest, so
Hopefully this will go better than New Hampshire did.
would not be surprised if we get a lot of cautions. Five Truck just said that over the chat if you didn't hear that. Other side too is the tires fall off enough that if we get a caution by like lap 6 or 7 to lap 10, we're probably going to be coming in and taking tires. I do think they fall off that bit, that much. That'll be worth it. So
The track temp is
the track position is really tough, but fresh tires will make a massive difference. So I also forgot to refresh paint, so we're gonna get that going, and that hopefully they get loaded up in time by the time we finish this pace lap. Otherwise, we're gonna be staring at white trucks for a little while, and I'm gonna be trying to tell you guys who they are. Looks like some of them are refreshing. I'm gonna uncheck the fuel. We should be fine.
Some of them are alright.
We're gonna try to do what we can. Looks like trucks up the front are starting to refresh, so anybody's in the back, that'll be one thing.
But yeah, some of them.
Yeah, pole is expected out of me. Obviously, the race win is expected out of me, but I'm gonna try to do the best that I can to bring it home as clean as I can. Just gotta try to keep the momentum up, but save the tires. Not get the truck sideways at all. You can help rotation is one thing, but you know, sliding it is just gonna absolutely murder the momentum in the tires. And then the you know, keeping it off of the wall but using all the track will be helpful as long as I got nobody running on the outside of me or the inside, obviously. And we'll try to grind it out. This is gonna kind of feel like a Michigan in a way, almost. Obviously, more off throttle time, getting slower. Kind of like the ARCA race, I guess. I ran here at Legacy Pocono a few weeks ago, but not exactly the same. And should hopefully be fun. Pace car's gonna be pulling off this time. We'll get going green. Downshift in second. Make the pace up just a little bit as pace car start to pull away. Try to do what we can. I know I don't think I have to, but I'm going to go in the Geico restart zone just to make sure that I don't get penalized that way.
Go, go, go.
Get up to the top. Go to the 19 and the 18. Do that just to get my preferred line in. Do stay off the wall on the straightaways to avoid the aero effect. Big thing is just to work the cold tires, the grip in them, and then start pushing. 18 gets by me. 19's gonna look back to the inside. I guess the longer they run 2x2, the better it is for me, but probably gonna see a pack of angry trucks flying back at us with the draft. And I'm running for my life, so running scared. Just work it down towards the yellow line, pick the throttle back up. Then trying to keep the truck as straight as I can. Get it down near the dotted line. 8/10 of a second lead. We'll see what happens. 25 laps is not going to go fast enough. A little bit of an over-rotation there in the center of one. Trying to save it off of one. Looks like the 19 is going to be a little bit quicker than the 18. He's starting to pull away just slightly from him. 2 is probably where everybody's going to gain on me, but hopefully they wear themselves out and something stupid happens. Although, no caution though. Definitely a lot more grip in this and a lot less bumps than when we ran the Legacy version in ARCA, so a little bit of a different feel that way.
That was at 55.14. The guy behind has just done a 55.24.
Big thing is also going to be adjusting the lifting points when I pick the throttle back up to maintain that balance on the truck, not overdriving it as the race goes on. 18's starting to catch back up to the 19. So he's pulling the draft.
gap.
The longer they can do that, the better it's going to be for me. If they can get into side-by-side racing, it'll allow me to pull away, or at least maintain this gap. We've got a nice gap right now that I really don't want to lose. Just trying to keep the truck as straight as I can. Team picks up a 10th that lap. Bit of a gap between the 18 and the 12. Start a little bit sooner in the 1. Over rotate the truck there. All the momentum's gone. Expected to see the 18 gain. I did not look up in the rearview mirror, but I think he might have had a problem, because otherwise he should have been able to close up at least a 10th, if not 2 tenths. My over rotation. So not going to help the rear tires in the temperature. Terrible one there. Overdrove turn 3. But keep the gap pretty similar. Take that for such a terrible lap. Sure, with a little bit more on the throttle, try to keep it a little bit straighter. Truck a little more balanced. I probably underdrove it a little bit. You see the 19 catch up. He pulls away a little bit from the 18. For him, for being able to stick in second. Said I think track position is going to be hugely important if this race stays green. Got 10th again.
Behind is now 0.81.
5 laps down, 20 to go.
6-1.
Looks like some sliding or bumping or something going on back in the pack. People starting to drop out. It's like it's single file for the most part, maybe a couple battles too wide, but everybody getting strung out, kind of like you would expect here at Pocono. Especially in a very momentum-based series. Drove 3 just a little bit. Hopefully it's not going to kill the momentum off. And I kind of work it out to the wall to take advantage of, you know, keeping it straight, trying to carry momentum out of the corner, but then get it back towards the line just to try to keep it off the wall in that arrow effect. 18's trying to close back up to the 19 again. The tires won't fall off enough that we need to shift or use the brakes, but try to keep an eye on that. I don't want the RPMs dropping too low in the corners and then bogging down out of them. Just working the truck, get that rotation there through tunnel turn, but not over rotate. Just a little bit lower out of turn 3, driving a little bit straighter off. Not a good turn 3. 19 closes up 10th. And even bring it down to 2 tenths when we get into
That was 55.
turn 1. Yeah, he's got it down. It's definitely catching up and using my draft. Just did not drive turn 3 very well. Rotate a little bit out of turn 1. 10th back on him. He's starting to try to pull away from the 18. 18's got a decent gap back to the 12. Kind of spreading out even amongst the top 4. A little bit more in turn 2, probably underdriving that, but get a 10th on the 19. Like I said, I think it's going to help the tires. Back to the throttle. So don't really... Seems like I don't want to go below that scene. So So make that adjustment. Keep the truck up a little bit more. Get on the throttle a little bit sooner, possibly. Still got a decent gap over the 19. I think turn 1 being a little bit tighter. Get a little loose there out of turn 2 or turn 1. Kind of similar to what I did earlier. Time 19 able to take a bit better advantage of it. Think through the tunnel turn. 8 gets by the 12. I think the 12 might have had an issue because the 8's way back from the 18. Getting that adjustment that time. 23. Time's definitely falling off. 8's catching up a little bit. We're only on lap 10 though. Long, long way to go. Hoping that I haven't overdriven the truck early enough to wait a little bit longer before full throttle out of turn 1. Much cleaner so far compared to New Hampshire, that's for sure. Working through turn 2 a little bit quicker that time, trying to open it up on the 19.
Edwards behind is now 0.82.
Working down just above that first seam. A little bit slower through turn 3 compared to the 19. Pulling away from the 18 as well. 18 has an issue in turn 3. 8 and 9 both get by him. So it's really going to open a big gap up behind the 7. Truck a little bit smoother through 1 this time. Maybe giving up a bit of time to the 19, but trying to just save the tires. Keep the rears a little bit cooler. Really slide happy there out of turn 2. 18's on pit road. So time we'll have to see what happened to him. Entering too shallow into 3. Let's see if 19 closes up at all. Working lap 12. 18's working his way back out from pit road. We're going to have to watch him going into 1. Alright, we go by him, no problem. Looks like he might provide a bit of a factor for the 19. 19 drops back just a couple tenths working by him, clears him now though. He got a little better run off of 2 or 1 working that higher side while he was trying to clear the 18. Truck a little bit straighter out of turn 2 that time. 3.5 seconds back to the 8 using 3rd. So, like I said, kind of turning into a 2-truck battle for the lead. Trying to keep the 19 at bay. See if the 18 is going to insert himself back into this at all with fresh tires. The draft. Looks like that might be happening. Haven't really run a full fuel run or a full race run, so as we get later on in the race, it's going to be kind of experimenting for me to figure out what to do. 18 clears the 19, so we're going to watch for him and try to just get him by as quickly as possible when he catches us. Don't need to lose my lead at all. And I don't care if he gets back on the lead lap. All I care about is protecting the lead. He's got those fresh tires, so those are making a huge difference. Watch for him to get the draft on us down the front stretch.
Okay, Jake.
See where he's going to go into turn 1. Just past the halfway mark. away just slightly from the 19. He fell back a little bit while the 18 was working by him. We pulled a 10th there in turn 1. 18 looks like he's kind of respectful, just staying behind us, but I'm sure he won't be too patient. 9 has gotten by the 8 for 3rd. He's also 4.5 seconds back. So he's going to work to the inside of us, turn 3. Let's see what he's going to do down the front stretch and into turn 1. Working lap 15 now. Overshot turn 1 a little bit there, trying to keep the truck straight off the corner. 18 being super respectful, he easily have inserted himself into running side by side with me. He's just trying to keep himself right by me in case the caution comes out, then he's the lucky dog, and if he gets the quick opportunity to get by me, I'm sure he'll take it, but he said he's being real respectful right now. Just see how much more he can dive to the bottom and get the grip in the center of turn 3. So those fresh tires making a big difference. 10 to go. Last thing I want to see right now is caution. We got this kind of lead. Oh, I overshoot turn 1 really bad. Let's see what the 18's gonna do. Thought it was gonna allow the 19 to close up a little bit more. He's picking up a 10th there off of turn 1. Tunnel turn. Woohoo! Rear grip is gone. I overdrove it big time. Rear grip is definitely going on the truck. Bit of a rotation there in the center 3 kind of slows me down a little bit. Still a 1.3 second lead to the 19 though.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 122 Fahrenheit.
Track's getting a little bit hotter too. So keep a note on that.
Edwards behind is now 1.42.
A little bit longer in the throttle out of turn 1. Had to push it just a little bit. Looks like we also open up a little bit on the 19. 9's trying to close up to us a little bit, but he's got a long gap to make up. Throttle a little too early there. I think I entered a little shallow into 2. Just trying to save it to keep it off the wall. Didn't slide it this time, just pushed it out. Turn 3 feels a lot more stable compared to the last lap. So you can see even with that slide, we'll still be about the same. So but we've got 2-second fall off from the fast lap, so tires definitely matter. Saving them, it's a lot like ARCA. It's going to make a huge difference in your pace at the end, but you also don't want to lose touch with anybody, so it'll be tough to make it up if they're too far ahead of you. Probably going to start grabbing just a little bit of brake to rotate the thing down to the bottom in turn 1 now. The right front's worn off just enough. It's not sticking quite as well. Wait just a little bit that more on turn 2. Don't want to push up to the wall and don't want to over-rotate for the last few laps. Closing in on lap 20. Not quite there yet, but way to go. Trying to keep a little bit more of a consistent lap time, fall off. Almost a 2-second lead now. Feeling really good about that. Grab a little bit of the brake there, just work it down closer to the yellow line. Might hurt the overall lap time, but I feel like it'll help the balance. And it's all about just maintaining consistent, safe line. Don't need to be running hot laps. Just need to protect the lead, not do anything stupid. this big of a gap. Like I said, 18's being super, super respectful. He could easily be taking a lot of shots. So, really appreciate him being kind. I'll say a thank you to him after the race if he continues it. Almost a 2-second lead now.
You've just done 57.
Mine's trying to close up to the 19, but with 6 to go, it's gonna be pretty tough for him to get there. Overshot the corner there in 1. You can see the 19 now in the rearview mirror, basically running in line with the 18. So every time now that we got out of line from the 18, you can see the 19. This race is basically going how I needed it to. Expected the pace to be a lot faster in this split, so like I said, I'm thinking it's almost a 3rd split. It's a 2nd split, it's a pretty big difference between the 1st and 2nd split. Really slow lap time there, just trying to keep it consistent. That overshoot in turn 1 did not help things at all. Not sure why the delta went away. It looked like it's a connection issue, not seeing anybody blink, so hopefully we're still in the server count laps, because that would suck to lose it. Alright, it came back, so not sure what happened there. Just see what the lap time is. So we had a 57.240 the last time by. So I would say if you're trying to fight somebody, a downshift into 3rd towards the end of the run is certainly possible. I think for me right now, just staying in 4th is working fine.
Gap to Edwards behind is increasing. It's
you know, it's certainly
5 seconds.
a viable strategy. I think just dragging the brake in the run is all you're going to need. I don't think you're going to need to downshift into to 3rd at all, but it's possible too. You might want to, if you want a little bit more of a pull off the corner, maybe help with the rotation a little bit in the center, you could easily downshift just before the middle of turn 1, and that would help you. For me right now, that we're continuing to pull away from 19, I don't see the need to introduce anything that could possibly cause me to screw up. Got enough variables on my own to manage right now. Across the line to start lap 23. See where this lap lines up. Basically the same as the last one, not sure why it didn't count, and we get a caution. Of course. So we're gonna get. Oh, we're gonna get green-white checker. What to do about tires? I think we got to come in and take them. Question is 2 or 4. 2 is going to be so sketchy, but I got a feeling there's going to be enough people trying to that you're going to be too deep in the field. I couldn't just go like 2 more laps and get the white flag. No, we would have been good. I got a feeling there's going to be somebody that's going to try staying out, but I think the fall off is way too big to stay out. Of course we're gonna get a green-white checker. I think you're gonna get eaten up if you try to stay out, so... that was not what I wanted to see. Catching up to the pace car.
We're under caution. It's closed.
It's gonna be tight on time as well, because they want to race. I want to try to run up to this, so we may not do much of a review. I believe 18 should get the lucky dog. And I think probably going to do 2 tires. I think right side's the only way to go right now to try to keep myself in the front of everybody that comes in. And still have enough of an advantage. Just going to have to watch how slick the left sides are going to be. I'm going to be down on grip. But I don't know what else I could do. I think staying out, I'm just gonna get eaten alive, being 2 seconds off my fast lap, and we're just gonna have to maintain as much grip off the restart as I can. That sucks. That was not what I wanted to see at all. Just cruising to an easy win. That was about the best way that I was running the best race. This sucks. Everybody's gonna do the opposite of whatever I
We're
do.
under caution. Pits are closed.
As soon as we go green.
I don't know what we're gonna do, and we only get 1 attempt at a restart. Stay out and just watch everybody and see what they're gonna do. If everybody's gonna stay out, then I'll stay out, but if everybody's gonna come in, then that's what I'm gonna do. Try to lead them on.
Pit lane speed limit is 55 miles per
Got some
hour.
people staying out. I think it's the right thing to do to come in though.
Somebody tried it.
Nothing I could do about that. I was done no matter what I did.
Box in 5.
So that was not the
4,
time to overshoot
3,
the box.
2, 1. Box now.
Kind of like that. Just like that. Oh, I just gave this entire race away. Entire race is gone. Only thing I can hope for is everybody's doing 4. Really have got to improve on pit road. That was so pathetic. So pathetic. I don't know how we're gonna get by everybody now.
Man, I took 4 right there. Got the lead, except for one guy stayed out.
9 got 4, so he's gonna have a massive advantage. I think the 19 took 2. No, they probably took all 4. They all probably took 4. Dang it! Oh, I screwed that up so bad.
Well, I'm get drunk.
I cannot believe I did that. Just gonna have to hope that I can make 2 tires work. Got 89.86 on the left side, 67.70 on the right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna do the best that I possibly can to try to grind back, but I threw it away.
Pits are open.
Caution hurt me, but then screwing up hit road so badly just threw a potential race one away. I hate that. I hate that. I'm so angry at myself right now because we're 6th. 1 truck's coming in, so that should put us 5th. At least puts us on the inside row.
Okay, Jake, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
So we're gonna have to be piling in to get through this. I mean, if I can maintain anything close to the pace that we had, I know I'm faster than everybody, but with them all having 4 tires, they're gonna have a big advantage of grip on me, and I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do in traffic. So
Did you hit the fence too?
I'll try
What up?
to clean this up as much as I can and just get the good start go. We're gonna have 2 laps to go, and hopefully nobody wrecks. I don't think the 3 stayed out. I think he pitted. Should have enough fuel, no problem.
Sorry to repeat. I got turned off mine right.
Let's see what we can do. Just gonna try to stay as close to the 19 as I can. I mean, 5th or 6th place finish wouldn't be bad, but after
Hey, did you say something to me?
leading the race that much and then screwing up on pit road, I hate what I did. I am so terrible on pit road. I need to work on pit stops in the worst way possible. Really need to work on those. Just like working on qualifying, I need to work on those. Alright, we're gonna try to time this. Just watch for me going sliding in turn 1, but try to get... Well, I gotta watch on the restart too that I don't spin the tires, but just try to get as much out of this as I can, see if I can get my way back to the front. But do it cleanly. Not sure where the 3's gonna go.
Green, green, green.
I screwed that restart up. Just did not get a good jump on the 19. It's going to allow the 13 to cut down in front. It's one spot we could have gotten. We're going to try to get the 9. 12 to our outside. Just dive to the bottom. Now it doesn't matter about tire saving. Now it's just about staying off. Got in the left side grip. 9 gets in. I got nowhere to go. That sucked. Truck's flipping, and we're going to finish way in the back because of that. It wasn't even me this time. I didn't know where to go. I was toast. So we're going to finish 6th, it looks like. 7th. Jeez, I just got pinched in the worst spot on that, and guys were able to get by on the outside while I was stuck behind it. Nothing I could do there. That sucks. That sucks. Yep, terrible way to end that race.
Pace car is out. Line up single file behind Taylor. Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
So we're gonna cross the line. I don't know if we'll have enough time to look at the replay of that, but 7th place is where we're gonna finish. That sucks. Sucks. Shouldn't have screwed up on pit road. Would have been fine, although it seems like 2 tires was not the right call at all. 4 was the way to go. And if I wouldn't have screwed up on pit road, we'd go to the front. Might have been able to get away with it, and yeah. But then just the way that wreck happened was... Sorry about the language. I don't feel like hearing that. Yeah. If I wouldn't have been caught up right behind that wreck, we probably would have been fine. So, nothing I can really do about that one. Not sure where the 20's going.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Let's see if he's actually going to slow down and let everybody back by that he's supposed to. Because the field's frozen. There we go. I cannot believe we lost that race win. That sucks. That sucks. Should still gain a little bit of I rating, but that was not the way I wanted that to go. At all. Alright, we're gonna get across the line. Park it right now. Try to check everything.
That's it. We're done.
Alright, let's go check that really quick. Last lap. Alright, so I know I pushed up on the 12s. Didn't think I made contact with them, but I just did not get a good start behind the 13. Excuse me, I cleared the 12 going in. I did not anticipate how much my truck was going to slide up. Like, it slid up a ton. Entered shallow. 3 just got up. 9 tried to go low behind the 13. And I never even contacted anybody. Like, that was all netcode, the 4X that I get. Because I did not hit the 9. The 9 was on his way around. Let's look at it from above, but I don't think I did.
Real estate's valuable here, and you were taking up a bunch of it.
Yeah, did not hit the 9. Trying to be on the brakes, trying to get on the gas, trying to figure out where the 9's going. He's just trying to save the whole thing, get up. We don't actually get the 12 either, and then never got the 9. Never got the 6, and that's what gets me the 4X. So I had nowhere to go, and a bunch of trucks went below, so not much I could do there. Sucky way to finish the race. Let's check the results. Yeah, that sucked really bad. So, 2 split race somehow. Not really sure how. Minimal I rating gain, and tiny bit of safety rating loss with the 4X. That sucks. I mean, we were by far the fastest truck. Nothing I could do. That was just a crap finish. I mean, again, I screwed it up on pit road, but nothing else I could do. So, hate that. Gonna quickly close out of that and actually get registered for another race really quick. So, yeah, that sucked. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll get you a better one next soon. So, hope all your laps are fast, races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.